As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much... One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. Good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll run for the first time with their rookie from USF. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Looking now from the gun. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Cut out left. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's cut beyond the marker. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. He's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
We'll air it out on 3rd. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in a rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5, and to finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
That one right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
New set of downs from 37. 1st down, play action. that one's complete right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
He's tackled at the 40.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So that brings up 4th and long.
In a 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Return coming from the 6. Keeps away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Go play action on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37.
And a first down. A gain of 12. And
They'll throw it here on first. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll run here on first down. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys drive their lead to 11.
14. Our home
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Here's the handoff. And his gate is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're to the end of one. It's a 2-score game early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys cut the lead down to 4.
Visitors 14. Our home team 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First down.
The visitors ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Pass play on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds on a rough first down effort there. They're going to lose at least a few.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll throw it. It is cut left side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24.
4-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Looking to return from the 29. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Here comes their offense out again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Punting unit out now. And they can really use a good one here. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So 20 yards on that play. And that means 1st down.
3-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw it. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5 block. That will bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's the throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Pass play coming here. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
At the 23-yard line.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver. Went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
They got 21 yards on the play, and that will set up first and goal.
2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in, and he's in for the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys push their lead to 3.
Our home team 17. Visitors 14.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense running back out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, they need 7.
At the 29-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Finds a man, right side. And he'll get it up to the 27. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing the out route, complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
Oh, love this, giving it to the big guy on third and short. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be fourth and short. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first.
It's fourth down.
Punt team on the field. They'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Back to pass on first and 10. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Shows a great effort. That brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Gotta figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. is going to be fourth down, Brock. He's out of bounds, well shy of what they needed there.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. Working on first down. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defense is today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. All the left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
He's back to throw. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and
after
Brock
tying
Hughes.
this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Second down now. They need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it down from 37. To throw here on first down. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
To number 82. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. It is caught left side. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's got it on the bootleg. Complete over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to bring up first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's keeping it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Back-to-back carries here. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. To the line. Here's third and 3.
To number 13. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Now looking to throw. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down. Instead, it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
17.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Offense to the line. Here we go. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
It leads to second and 10.
He's dropping back to throw. Into traffic, complete! And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Here he goes, third and long. Lofts it deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
It's a gain of 48 yards. Results in a first down.
Is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Right up the gut. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Another carry for it. Second down run, good for 4, and it brings up third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Now come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Airing it out to start this drive. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
26 yards. Result is a 1st down.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down.
Throwing it again here. Throw left side, complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Second down, they're going to the option. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. A gain of 15 there, and that gives him the 1st.
A gain of 15 results in a 1st down.
red zone on first. Throws comes. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 5.
Looking back to throw. Looking to his running back. Incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Jump off, caught by his back. He has the touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing off the play fake. He's got a man left. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Midfield.
They'll run for this. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. All in left side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Complete to number 0.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Hand off to the back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Pass play now. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down the 12-yard line before being stopped. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
They're throwing it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hidden hold.
Catch is made in close. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Give now to the running back. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys now trail by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll throw here on first. Pass him on a quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. It's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys with a little more work to do to win it here. He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. Offense is hurrying, time running down. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. And dose of the hurry up here. Now to throw. Complete inside the 35-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
It's a gain of 25 yards. Result is a first down.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. It is caught left side. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the in route. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. One is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead!
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense getting all set for this series. Here he is to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
To throw. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.